Realtor here today for SouthCountyToday.com, interviewing Gabe Worley of Vine Restaurant here in San Clemente. So thank you so much for joining us today, Gabe.
Absolutely, my pleasure. I'm excited to do the little interview.
Oh, well, we're excited to promote you and your business to the community and let everyone know about you.
Oh, wonderful.
So when was this restaurant born and how was it born?
So this restaurant was originally brought to tuition by Justin Monson and Doreen Monson.
Okay.
They had it for 10 years. Me and my business partners, which 3 of them I met at Outback Steakhouse back in the day, were busting tables to bartend together.
Oh, wow.
We actually were looking to do our own location and kind of do a build out. This kind of fell into our lap through our family friends, who are the Monsons. We ended up reaching out to them. We heard they were thinking about selling, and fast forward through that, we basically have had this now restaurant for over 7.5 years, and it's our first baby, it's our first love. And then from there, we've gone on and opened up actually 3 other locations on top of that. So we have 4 locations, and we just, which is Ironwood, Laguna Hills, and then we have Olea, Newport Beach, and then we just, our newest purchase, which was last year, March 10th, was Sapphire in Laguna.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, are you going to rebrand them to the same name, or are you going to keep them all their same name?
So when we got this one, for example, we got this one. This one was Vine Restaurant, and then they also had St. Roy's Pub. Okay. We took it and turned it into Vine Restaurant and Bar to kind of streamline it, but kind of give it what we thought for a small, quaint little town like San Clemente. It just kind of matched what was in this area, and kind of developed that into what we wanted to. And then all of our other locations have kind of turned into Ironwood being our second one. Ironwood's Cellar Craft Cook is kind of its tagline, and then we did Olea Cellar Craft Cook. And now we have Sapphire. We've rebranded it. It's still Sapphire because it's been there for 13 years now, going on 14.
Okay.
And we've now branded that to being Sapphire Cellar Craft Cook. So it's kind of our tagline.
Okay.
It's our kind of imprint and branding on the actual restaurant.
Right, so that way people know they're connected and related.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about what kind of food Vine Restaurant serves.
So we are actually a wine country cuisine.
Okay.
We blend from honey glazed duck wings that have been brined and braised for about 6 hours, fall right off the bone, to a 24-ounce bone-in ribeye with blue cheese crushed mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables.
Making me hungry.
Oh yeah, a little bordelaise on top of that. It's delicious. Then you can go into, we love seasonal food too as well. So all of our ingredients and everything else we're pulling from just the seasons of California. But we also do fresh seafood. We have a seafood special and a meat special every day. So we always are trying to change and transition to each season and be very, I pull garnishes for all of our cocktails and everything we use here. So we have a garden actually in the back of the restaurant that we utilize.
Oh, wow.
So from blue basil to pomegranates to Mexican limes. We have some Lacunau kale back there, 3 types of thyme. Just quite a few different things that we use. Wow. It's been fun.
That's really cool. Locally grown, meaning like out the back door.
Yeah, out the back door, exactly. No, totally.
Cool. So what's your favorite dish at the restaurant?
You know what? One of Jared Cook, my business partner as well, he's our Chef Boyardee. He actually is schnitzel is still one of those dishes that people freak out on. It's here we do a pounded out Jadori chicken. It's nice and thin, panko crusted, but it's still tender. And then he throws his beautiful, right now he's doing his nice, it's a gravy that he does with a nice apple and cinnamon. And then the spätzle, which is always my personal favorite part of it, is it's a classic German noodle, sauteed in with the mushrooms and everything else, and it is delicious. And people, at each one of our locations, we do serve a certain type of schnitzel. It could be a pork schnitzel or the Jadori, and they're quite popular.
Is there some German ancestry amongst one of you guys?
I think it's more of we're just German fried. We like everything. Jared loves fried food as well, but that's one of his dishes that he's just really taken down and made a kind of his perfect blend of it. And people who are German or Austrian are like, wow, this is delicious. It's beautiful schnitzel. So it's been very cool.
That's great. So I was going to ask you what the most popular dishes are, but maybe you've covered them. Is there anything else?
I'd say hands down here would be our ravioli. That one changes seasonal as well. Like we do a pumpkin or a butternut squash this time of year. It goes into being maybe our spring garlic and basil to artichoke during the summer. And they're just brown butter, pistachio, a little bit of goat cheese or truffle. And those raviolis are to die for. People literally freak out about those. And each one of our locations do it. We don't do a ravioli, we do an agnolotti at our other locations, but they're beautiful and they're delicious.
Nice. Well, let's switch gears a little bit and tell me what some of your favorite things are about San Clemente. I take it you live here, right?
I do. I'm a born, raised San Clemente kid, born at San Clemente Hospital. I was kind of one of the first, some of the kids going in there to be born there. And for me, I can't leave here. Every time I try to move or go somewhere different, I know that San Clemente is where my heart's at, and where I went to San Clemente High School, traveled all over the world, but I always see myself coming back here, and I kind of laugh that I'm so blessed to actually own something in town with my business partners, and being blessed to be one of the owners here. And it's cool to see people that I've known since I was in diapers to people I met in high school, and now it's crazy to look back, but that's company that's 20 years ago. It's crazy to see that 21 years ago. So it's fun. It's in this small, fun, quaint town. People always smile, even saying hi, even with a mask on, they'll be, hi, how are you? And I think that's one of the blessings of living in this town, is it's the small town feel.
Very friendly, yeah. And we're just not even a mile to the water from here, right? Maybe 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah, exactly.
You can walk to the beach from here, so it's very close.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, since you brought up the mask, we are filming this during the pandemic. How is your business operating? I mean, I hear people cooking, things are still going on, so you're serving takeout, I take it?
We are doing takeout. It is one of the things we're trying to stick to the program and do takeout. We are doing picnic style as of right now, which is we're giving you to-go food. We can let you get to-go cocktails, to-go drinks. You can take those and sit on our patio. We do have the heaters on and everything else, trying to make it as comfortable as possible, but still follow the guidelines and be part of what the city ordinance want. But I do, I mean, like anything, I'm a believer of you got to do what you got to do to survive, and we're very blessed that we're trying our hardest to make it an environment where you want to come in and still say hi to us, and we want to be a beacon of the town. And each one of our locations are kind of known for being the local spot, so we want to stick to that, and we appreciate anyone coming in and doing to-go, but it's not easy, I'll tell you that. It's really been a struggle, and like anything, we're barely surviving through it, and we're going to scratch through it and get through it, but it's...
Oh yeah, you are. I can tell you
it's
You're
going to be...
not closing up or going home.
No, we're doing it. We're going to make it, but like anything, we're just hoping for whatever it takes to get through. It's to-go, doing as much to-go food, to-go liters of booze. People love our cocktails, so they get to-go liters of cocktails.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, it's killer. For $50, you get a bottle of our handcrafted cocktails with fresh garnishes.
Wow.
People love doing those for their houses and having weekend little parties.
Yep.
I mean, our biggest thing is, and I tell people this, for all the little locations and restaurants that are in town, it's gift cards and whatever to-go you can do to help out these places, because not all of us are the same. Not all of us are going to survive this, and it's pretty crazy for all of us to, as a team, should work together to make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and I can see you have a few wines that you offer here. You want to say anything about your wines? Yeah,
so we actually have a wine list, 25 wines by the glass. It's a worldly wine list, so we'll have, if you're going to have a Sauvignon Blanc, you got to have one from New Zealand, because obviously that's where it's from. You got to have a French Chardonnay. You got to have a nice, like everyone wants the Cougar Juice, Rombauer Chardonnay. You're going to have your buttery. But we try to be a very broad wine list that makes it so people can come in and they can find something of what they're kind of looking for. And we've trained up our staff really well to be able to communicate that across and be able to find out what people want.
Right.
It was me kind of fine-tuning this list, and that's where I kind of stem from, as I do all the beverage side of it. So it's the list is, we got pretty close to about, I'd say, 70 wines that we have that people can choose from.
That's great. And it looks beautiful too.
Oh yeah, well, we can't beat the wine room.
Table,
Can't wait for people to be back in here dining again.
Yeah, well, we can't wait for that either. So, well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to say to our watchers before we sign off?
I mean, really, at the end of the day, I'm just want people to come in and say hello. And I mean, if anything helps at this point, is everyone's struggling. It's not like we're the only one, and we're all trying to fight through it and trying to make it happen. So, God willing, it'll be done by the end of the year.
Yes, hopefully sooner.
Sooner, yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for your time. You guys come check out Vine Restaurant in San Clemente, and the address is?
This is 211 North El Camino Real.
211 North El Camino Real. Come on down, order some food, get some things to go, or take a picnic style on the patio. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time for South County Today.